Hey folks, welcome to this episode on isotopic calculations where we are going to be calculating the average atomic mass of a set of isotopes. All right, so here we have a question. Here we're talking about silicon and it has three naturally occurring isotopes. We are given their mass, we're given their abundances, and we're asked to calculate the average atomic mass. So let's start off with the equation that we're going to use. The average mass is equal to the percent abundance of isotope 28 times the mass of 28 plus the abundance of 29 times the mass of 29 plus the percent abundance of 30 times the mass of 30. Now we can cut it off over there because we don't have any other isotopes in this series. So the next thing that we want to do is we want to make sure that we are converting all of our percentages into decimals. Okay, so this is going to be 0.92230. This will be 0.04680. And this is going to be 0.03090. All right, so we need to make sure that those are decimals and not percentages. All righty. Next, let's start plugging things in. So our percentage of 8 we determined was 0.92230 multiplied by the mass, which is 27.977 AMU. Next, 0.04680 times 28.976 AMU. And then finally, we have 0.03090 times 29.974 AMU. Again, notice how I'm keeping all of the units in place. So we can calculate this out, and when we do, we will get these values here, 25.80318 AMU plus 1.35607 AMU, and then finally 0.926196 AMU. Okay. All right, so now since, again, all of our units are the same, we're good to go and add these up all together. And our final answer will be 28.0854466 AMU. Now, if we look, we have four significant figures. If you haven't explored that yet, we will have another video on significant figures. But when we look at significant figures, we can take a look at our lowest, and then that will help us figure out our decimals, and what we can see is we can bring this up to four significant figures, which will be 28.0. Now, you can round it up to 9 or leave it at 8, depending on your rounding rules. If you go by the typical, if it's 5, round up, then you can round it up to 9. If you do the odd and even rule, then you can just leave it at 8. I'm just going to leave it at 8. And that is going to be our average atomic mass, just like that. Okay, so first things first is you will have all the values available to you for all of the isotopes. You won't have anything missing, and you'll be asked to calculate the average. Make sure that you first change all these into their decimals and not the percentages. Plug it into your equation. Make sure you are keeping track of your units, and then add everything together. Get to your final answer. If your teacher is asking you for significant figures, please convert them. And that's it. So our average atomic mass for this set of isotopes is 28.08 AMU. And if you look on the periodic table, we are not far off from that. Hope this helps. Have yourselves a wonderful day. If you haven't done so already, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell notifications for when new episodes drop. See you next time.